Welcome to the Climate Report. While the weather of Hong Kong was cold in early March 2024, with the northeast monsoon over the South China coast much weaker than normal in the second half of the month, March 2024 was overall much warmer than usual in Hong Kong. The monthly mean maximum temperature of 23.9 degrees, monthly mean temperature of 21.1 degrees, and monthly mean minimum temperature of 19.1 degrees were 2.0 degrees, 1.6 degrees and 1.5 degrees above their corresponding normals and respectively one of the 6th, the 8th and one of the 8th highest on record for March. Moreover, the maximum temperature recorded at the observatory reached a record high of 31.5 degrees on March 24th, easily breaking the previous record for March set way back in 1973. The month was also drier than usual with a total rainfall of 21.6 millimeters, about 29% of the normal figure of 75.3 millimeters. The accumulated rainfall recorded in the first 3 months of the year was 32.4 millimeters, about 78% below the normal figure of 147.4 millimeters for the same period. Under the influence of the northeast monsoon, and with a broad band of clouds covering Guangdong, the weather of Hong Kong was cold and mainly cloudy with a few rain patches on the first 2 days of the month. The temperatures at the observatory fell to a minimum of 9.6 degrees on the morning of March 2nd, the lowest of the month. While it was mainly cloudy with a few light rain patches on March 3rd, the weather turned brighter in that afternoon. Affected by a humid southerly airstream, the weather was mainly cloudy and misty with a few rain patches and rising temperatures on 4 to March 5th. The visibility in the harbor once fell to about 1,000 meters on the morning of March 5th. With sunny intervals, it was also rather warm during the day on that day. Under light wind conditions, it was mainly cloudy and foggy with a few rain patches at first on March 6th. The visibility at Waglon Island once fell to around 100 meters. With the arrival of the northeast monsoon and a broad band of clouds covering the coast of Guangdong, local weather turned cooler with a few rain patches on that afternoon and remained so on the next day. The weather improved with sunny periods during the day on March 8th. Under the influence of a replenishment of the strong northeast monsoon and a band of clouds covering the coast of Guangdong, local weather turned cloudy and cooler with a few rain patches on 9 to March 10th. Affected by upper air disturbances, it was cloudy with showers on March 11th. More than 10 millimeters of rainfall were recorded over many places of the territory. With the departure of the upper air disturbances and affected by a continental airstream, the weather turned fine that night and the next day. It was mainly fine at first on March 13th and turned mainly cloudy during the day when a fresh to strong easterly airstream arrived. The weather of Hong Kong remained mainly cloudy in the next 2 days. With the easterly airstream affecting the coast of Guangdong gradually replaced by a humid maritime airstream, local weather turned misty with a few light rain patches on March 16th. It was mainly cloudy and foggy with a few rain patches on 17 to March 18th. The visibility in the harbor once fell below 1,000 meters on the morning of March 17th, and it was rather warm with sunny periods during the day that day. A cold front moved across the coastal areas of Guangdong on the morning of March 19th. Locally, while it was mainly cloudy with a few rain patches in the morning, under the influence of the associated dry northeast monsoon, the weather turned mainly fine and dry on that afternoon and remained so on the next 2 days. With the northeast monsoon affecting the coast of Guangdong gradually replaced by a warm and humid southerly airstream, local weather was mainly cloudy with a few rain patches in the morning and became warm with sunny periods during the day on March 22nd. Under the influence of the southerly airstream, it was hot with sunny periods during the day on 23 to March 26th. With plenty of sunshine, the temperatures at the observatory soared to a maximum of 31.5 degrees on the afternoon of March 24th, the highest of the month and also the highest maximum temperature for March on record. The visibility over parts of the territory was also low on the mornings of 24 to March 26th. The visibility at Waglon Island once fell below 500 meters on the morning of March 25th. Affected by a fresh easterly airstream, the weather turned cooler and cloudier with a few light rain patches on March 27th. Under light wind conditions and the subsequent southerly airstream, it was mainly cloudy with a few showers, and local temperatures recovered again on the last 4 days of the month. It was hot during the day on 29 to March 31st. The daily mean temperature of 27.1 degrees and daily minimum temperature of 26.0 degrees on March 31st were both the highest on record for March. The visibility over parts of the territory was also low on the mornings of 29 to March 30th. The visibility at Waglon Island once fell below 1,000 meters on the morning of March 30th. There was no tropical cyclone over the South China Sea and the western North Pacific in March 2024. And that's the climate report. Bye for now.